Okay, great.
And this
So
was
we
my
are in
goal
the
this year.
process. Wow.
I've been
It's
thinking about
lovely. I'm so excited to hear this.
yeah.
Wow.
We had a recent I think you also were there, one global conference that happened last month, and they also presented on pen pals. And
Yeah, yeah.
then I thought I have to do this year, and then here there I see your name in that list.
So, Devarati, do you want to start off with a practical thing only instead of me just taking you through?
No,
Why
no,
don't you
no.
just
I would like to understand as well.
understand first?
On their
Okay.
website, I have been there. There are categories I've seen, but I don't know how to sign up and
No, so okay, what I'm thinking is because it makes a lot of sense to just quickly sign up also.
okay.
If you're doing it side by side,
Yeah.
you might be able to ask questions there itself.
Yes. First
Okay,
of all,
so
I must thank you for the amazing, informative sessions I have implemented for the last 2 years.
I'm so
Your
glad.
sessions on service and PBL.
Thank you
Uh,
so much. Means a lot. Thank you.
you definitely are creating ripples of knowledge
Ouch.
sharing.
That's really touching. Thank you so much. That's the aim in life, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. So if you want to log in, if you want to start with a practical thing, this is where we all start with. It's nothing very technical. You just go to penpalschool.com, and as a teacher, you can sign in with your own ID, whichever ID that you want to use. And I can then take you through the presentation. Why I'm also making you do this, because side by side, if there are any questions, if there are any issues, you can just resolve it right there. Well, of course, I'm available online anytime that you all need, but yeah, so these could be a few things we can start off with. I think I will start another 1 minute. I'm committed to start on time always. So that. And the fewer people, the better it is, because we will be able to do it a very personalized way. This is how your screen should look once you're signed in. Okay, and if you're not interested in signing in, which is also good with me, we are looking at the inquiry-based learning today. And for the inquiry, we would need inquiry, action, reflection. And I have been using Pen Pals for the past, I think, 5-6 years now. And I've been their global ambassador. So I also train teachers into using the Pen Pal School platform. What it does is it allows for you to look into your subject specific and take the student out of the box, out of the school, out of the country, and associate with children across the world. You as a teacher can do that also. So making us global citizens and thinking of international mindedness and all of that would be very, very, the heart of all of this. So it is spread all across and it's connecting everyone. All we need to do is we need to just sign up ourselves and a class. It's free of cost, but it's the best tool I have used so far. And I'm not, supposed to sell the tool or something. So it's not about that, but it's just about my sharing my experience of student agency, how I've been able to provide that over the past few years. It will allow for students to develop knowledge and various skills. Plus, in the current times, we are also, I've seen my students, empathize with people across the world, try and take up projects, integrate the service learning aspect very, very organically through this whole. So it's a holistic approach, and I think I advocate it highly and heavily. So the first thing that we do is, as I told you all, to enroll. If you all want to, this is where to enroll. This once you enroll, this is the page that you come to. and choose your, and as a teacher right now, if you want to go into a practical way of doing it, there are several subjects. There are several, because I have signed up for social sciences, so you'll see more social science related subjects. But if you sort of sign up your class and your subject, you'll see different projects. You see all projects. And
excuse me, ma'am, this is Suchitra.
yes.
Yeah, I just joined late. Can you give me a little idea what's going on? I'm the art teacher, actually.
Yeah, so this is a PBL approach, a project-based learning approach. And this is what we call the Pen Pal School project. So I am taking people through a very interactive, practical way of teaching and learning for the children, wherein you can provide them with their voice, their student agency, and also get them involved in projects wherein they can engage with learning across the globe. So, looking at themselves as global citizens, as developing international mindedness, all of this comes across as a very, very good platform, which is where I've got the teachers to engage with this platform. If you want to sign up, Suchitra, you can sign up with penpalschool.com. Reach this page and log into any one. What I'm going to do today is not going to, give a front loading, but take you through it. So I am going to take you through a class of mine. Okay. And I'll show you how that is working. So you all can probably amplify that in your own groups. You can pick up, as I said, any project. So there is something on art also. Suchitra, if that interests you, yeah. So you can just pick up anything that you all want to. And I have taken my students through this. There are a couple of things that I've taken my students through. Race in America was one thing that I really thought was very good for them. Then there's something on filmmaking, which was very good. They all are very good. And this project, what you see here, is a project which has been adapted by my students, because it gives you, as we go along, you'll see, it gives you the liberty for the students also, or the teacher also, to create their own projects. So you can explore all of that and we can move ahead. If you want to, I'll just leave you with 2.5, 3 minutes for your explorations, and then we can move ahead. So when you're done with your explorations, you can give me a thumbs up and I can move. When I sign in, this is how my dashboard will look for me after I've signed in my students in the class. So this is a grade 10 unit that I made them do, and grade 9 and 10, we have that integrated humanities project. So we started this off in the month of November, and we allowed for students to work from home during the winter break. That's when they did this. Of course, allow work from home was no option that was there for them, but this was something which was engaging right through the winter break also. And we knew students were at home, they were not traveling anywhere, so it was good fun for them to be engaged with something like this. I'll now take you through a preview of lessons, how the lessons look like. So once the children are enrolled, this is what they will see. Research groups, blah, blah, blah. So I will not be reading all of that out. You read it for yourself. Then learn with pen pals. This is what a student will see. And this is a complete unit which they will progress through. So first they meet up with the pen pals. They sign up their personal details here. And then they are assigned pen pals. It takes about 3-4 days for them to assign pen pals. To be assigned pen pals. And once they are assigned pen pals, they have to answer certain questions which are related to the topic. My topic was a combination of two things. We were looking at civil rights, and we were looking at significant individuals who led the civil rights, who have made the change in their world. And post that, So if you're seeing the inquiry goes into civil rights, how, social reform movements, how the world changes because of that. And post that, we look at what really happened in the world. So they were given that liberty to choose their examples. Now, this project has 3 examples, which is embedded in it. As you're exploring into your different subjects, you will see that there is huge amount of content that is, parked there for the children to explore. So the children have gone through the present time, and they're just answering general questions on what is civil rights, what is it for you, how are you experiencing it on a daily basis, and so on and so forth. So you're putting yourself into their situation and just curious and blah, blah. It just goes on. This is a very, very basic information that is being granted. And if you see, be respectful, be safe. Those things, we're looking at the well-being aspect these days, and the social emotional learning that gets taken care of very well. And you're engaging with the students on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, depends on how you want to run the project. One of the things that, again, if you'll see here, is the reading level. So there is a beginner level, there is an intermediate level, and there's an advanced level. So you can decide what each student wants to be at. So your differentiation also gets taken care of there. Once the student has enrolled and they've been assigned pen pals, they jump into their content. And in the content is where you see the videos, the reading material, and I'm just scrolling down. I don't know if this interests is of interest for you, the subject area, but it's deep. It's taking the students and all the sources are cited. Students understand how they are. In this, I made them do an OPVL, which is very integral for our criteria D in INS, in IH. So that's where I got them to do that also as a side activity. And the whole content building is happening in the historical sense of the word for them. Plus, if you see the terms to remember, all this is already parked and put in there for me to just take the students through. This is at the intermediate level. At the beginner level, obviously, you'll find things, the words are lesser and the font is bigger, and it's parked in a way. So it's catering to the ALS students, to ES students, or your students who would need more effort and help. And at the advanced level again. So you see, there's much more information that is granted. Children have to read more, they have to answer more, there will be more critical thinking that students will be engaged in. And this is where your question is based on what you have read. So again, and they are also very mindful of the fact that, you have to give students the sample answers. What does a good answer look like? And that is where it is. So they're telling you how to answer. So a student can create a draft, share the draft, typically the way we, go back and forth with our kids, where we tell them, so you can look at different things and you can sort of explore the topics with the children in many, many ways. I'm sorry, the screen sharing stopped. Okay, then just give me 30 seconds. It's taking some time to load. Yeah. So again, there are different topics and they're all at different levels. So till a student clears one level, he can actually or she can actually be working at 2-3 different topics, but they have to clear all of them to finally get the result, or to finally also look at how they are performing, and for a teacher to be able to grant them final result. This will also, as you go along, if you have a system of, I'll just show you, you can also formatively test them through this app or the tool. So again, the whole idea of what was, if a student is working on Nelson Mandela, if the student is working on Martin Luther, or if a student is working on Gandhi. So all options are available. Now, in my group, typically, I gave them options of working with any one of the three topics. So a lot of children were working with Martin, Gandhi, so the three M's we spoke of, and then we spoke of which one would you want to choose, and they chose. So you see very clearly there is also Malcolm X. So there are everything. There is a whole spectrum that the students can choose from. So the student agency that I was talking about comes through very well. Plus, it'll also be talking of something that is more contemporary, more relatable to what they see in their world. Now, what I did after that was, so the concepts, if you see, of Ubuntu and all of those things, which we would want our students to get used to, understand, and also look at their, the ideas of sharing, ideas of acceptance, fairness, all those come through very clearly. Plus, the contemporary issues, the topical issues are also just embedded into the lesson the way we would want it, the way a teacher would want it done. So with very little effort from the teacher, it's all parked in there. And also, as I said, this is editable. So once it's editable, you can also put in your material here to, tweak it to your requirement and make it as friendly as it is for you. Okay, so having done all of these things, or whatever the student wants to pick up, however you want the designing happening, you finally reach this level of reflection, which is very inquiry based again. So the actions have been taken. Now at that action level, again, if you want to design, for a student to talk about any kind of real life issue, which is what I did, I made them understand. Social rights movements or civil rights movements and people demanding for their rights. At that point in time, when we were taking up this unit, there was a farmers rally going on. So the relatability to that, how much of it do you think is, the civil rights movement, or is it politically driven? What drives people to get together? And so those kind of questions started coming up, and the students expanded their knowledge into looking at an issue which is happening around them in their world. Some of them also picked up the Black Lives Matter movement. Some of them picked up the Chipko movement and how that is relevant today, keeping in mind the SDG and the environment. So you see the scope keeps widening depending on the teacher or the students' self-driven attitude and attributes themselves. This is again the reflection bit, which is a mandate. Now, if all of this is done, only then a student can publish the project. Until this project is published, you will see that the teacher cannot grade. So the teacher is also, I'll just take you to the grading process also. Just give me 10 seconds. Yeah. So all of this done, tick mark, tick mark, tick mark, it keeps coming, and I'll show you how it looks for a teacher. And then you publish the project once all of this. Yeah, I cannot click. I'm trying to click here, but because these are not done, I cannot click. I'll show you completed task also to see how that goes. And once all the projects are completed, all these aspects are over, the student has done the work that the teacher has decided or designed, or within the project itself, then you publish the project. And then also there is an option whether you want to publish the project, for private use or for public use. And there are celebration points wherein you can make your student the Pen Pal project holder of the year, where they go and share the information at a global level, and they have a blog where children are featured. If as a teacher, you can share that their work, say this child has done some exemplary work, and they feature that student. So that is that recognition factor, that the sharing and the showcasing thing that the students very much need. You can invite the parents onto this platform also through an email ID. Download, there's a flyer. So that goes out to the parents. Again, some parents might object to my child's work being published here, there. All of that, if you have them on board, nothing like that happens. So the parents are also brought on board. Everything is embedded in the tool itself. Let me just take you through. Yeah. And then how do you grade? So this is all going on into the project, you can get resource people to talk to the children, and then they are addressing the issue. So it's up to you how you're taking it. I mean, that's your planning. This has the backbone and it's got you covered very well. So then you look at the grading of the student, because that's also very elementary. I mean, you cannot do without grading, and the students might not work to that level sometimes. Not everybody is that driven. So it shows complete, complete, complete. Anybody whose work is incomplete, and every topic it's showing you. And this is something that I have not filled in. This is generated from the system itself. However, while this child's work is all complete, it's still a 0, because maybe A, the teacher has not graded, B, the student has not published the project, C, there are certain issues that the student is still working on, and so we'll go back on it and then publish it and share it to the teacher that, ma'am, you can check it and things like that. Or the teacher has given certain feedback and the student is working on it, and so those kind of things. It's not sacrosanct that this is aapne kar diya and it's over, you can't do anything more in it. It's not like that. And so you see there are certain children who've not started at all. So the teacher is absolutely clear on which child do I need to sit on with and who do I want to give attention to. I'll show you some near completion works so that you get a good idea of how it goes. So again, this has been the assessment, and it's simple. It is all auto-generated. I can give feedback. I'll also show you how I can grant them stars here. Can you see that? These are the criteria I had prefixed. What criteria I want to assess. So your ATL skills also get looked into. When I am talking about reflection, I'm talking about fact check, I'm talking about, let's say, summarization, vocabulary, collaboration, empathy, responsiveness, time management, how aware I am of government systems, and so on and so forth. So I keep grading them. I can reduce the stars, I can increase the stars. The student gets the report and I will save it. So if you see, this was, if I go here, it goes down to a 90%. If I go here, it goes up to a 94%. So it's all very, very auto-generated also. And my students have been responding to people, other students have been responding to my students. It's very easy. Sometimes what the students do is they allow for their own classmates to become their teammates or their pen pals, which is where I have to be little alert, where I had very strictly told them that, oh no, if it's, you at least need 7 pen pals, out of which 2 can be your classmates, 5 have to be somebody you don't know from before, and preferably from the other country. So as I was telling you, people are talking about Black Lives Matters and things and so forth. Now, the other magical thing about this is you don't have to go back to the main page always to check the child's work. All of them are visible right here. This is her own driven project. As I was telling you, some children worked on Chipko movement. She worked on that. So this was her own project, which she turned in, wherein the contemporary part or my issue of compare and contrast came up as, and this was the summative. So everything goes right here. I do not have to go on any other page. All I have to do is open this page up and open our LMS, which is, we use our own school generated manage pack, which is Weissman, we call it. So I just open that up and everything I can at a glance look at the ATL skills, put them down, look at the comments that I want to give, look at the interactions, look at the learning, everything just comes off at a glance. I'm going to pause here so that I know that everybody's registered things. I also would encourage you to explore this because we have a lot of time. Please explore this thing for the next 10 minutes if you want, because there's no sense if I just go on with it and you all do not follow it up. I'll just give you the link so you all can just actually see what this is about. Here you go. I'll tell you what else can be done once I know from you all that there are no questions and you're comfortable with what we've seen so far. So I put the link, you all can access, you all can sign up and explore your subject specific, your grade specific requirements and use this for your classes, see where, sort of you can pitch in. And if you have any questions, I'm right here.
Sorry, can I ask?
Of course, please.
Okay, so I have enrolled and I have selected one. For instance, World Explorer.
Do you want to share your screen on that?
Yeah, if
Sure.
I may. So here I am, and it says teacher enrolled.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do?
So this is even better. What when you preview, you're seeing what the unit is about. It's already planned there for you. You can go into Learn with Pen Pals. It'll tell you what each aspect, what the unit is about. So the unit will first ask the children to log in, then it'll talk about food, then it'll talk about the various things. And so the way I showed you the dummy unit, it's taking you through that dummy unit. For if you've liked or if it meets your requirement, and you would probably have to spend about 15 minutes through it, then you enroll yourself. So when you're enrolling yourself, the project comes into your dashboard and then the students can be enlisted on that. So there's a process of sending the whole thing to the students, which is again very simple. If you can go back, I'll talk to you about that also. You go back so the process there right up.
So suppose I'm going to start now. So I will do a teacher enroll.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to share this link with my students, is it?
No. So here is where you go, add and manage students. Okay. And then there is the guide that you will share. It's always better to share the guide. And this is the thing that you will share, the code.
So it is kind of like a tutorial step by step what they have to do.
Absolutely, for them. So, I've had my grade 6 kids and I've had my grade 10 kids also. Everybody it's easy. It's very, very user friendly.
All right. And how does it work? So when they're signing up, they will be matched automatically by Pen Pal with their Pen Pals?
You are assigning the reading level to them. Once you enroll them, you will assign the reading level to them. So either you say that, let's say Aprajita and let's say, Devarati, both have been enrolled in your class and you feel that Aprajita is at a, lower level of reading. So you put her at a beginner level and you feel that Devarati is an advanced level. So you will decide that. And that kind of tasks only will show on their student dashboard.
So I'll be able to find my students in the student list that we saw.
Yeah.
There I'm going to be able to assign
the
reading level.
Find all your students here. Yes. And this is where you assign the reading level. And the project sharing will be only after they have done it, whether they've published it or they've been able to do it at a certain thing. Plus the biodata, they have to, you have to make sure that their biodata comes in here because that's how they will, the team assigns them to students across the globe.
So what kind of pointers can I give them to add in their biodata?
So what is the basic topic that they are studying? What are they? You could talk about personal interest. You could talk about academic interest that you want. You could also look at, one of the learning objectives that you want from your unit. So you can tell the students you can actually share those learning objectives that through this unit or through this interaction, I am trying to engage with students across, or I'm trying to know more about, the food habits of people across the world. I'm trying to get a deeper understanding. So using the right kind of words that we use in the project, those kind of things. So let's say we are trying to explore more, we are trying to deep dive more into those kind of words. I do that for my kids, basically.
Ma'am, excuse me. Can I ask you a question regarding this? if I want to make some think about natural vegetation and wildlife resources in geography, so how can I make this
So
kind
let's
of,
just, are you signed in?
uh,
Try signing in firstly and go to search topics. Let's see, maybe it gives you the topic that you need to. There is a whole
okay. Let me-
spectrum and variety of topics. I'll
Okay.
just show you how
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Or otherwise, there
Yes.
is another thing, as I was telling you, you can create your own classroom. You can
Okay.
create your own topic.
Okay.
Okay, so
Like
this
this,
is the
right?
topic that is there. See, there are so many topics.
Yes.
If you feel your
Yes.
topic is not there, you can create your own project.
Okay. Okay. And then
Okay.
I can able to show it to the students also.
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah. Okay.
this
Okay.
whole idea of student age group, whichever you want, then subjects, whichever you want.
Yes. Okay.
So let's
Okay. Social studies. I have actually social studies. and
okay, let's go to that.
Okay. Thank you,
And,
ma'am.
yeah, so you will be able to find out it. So this is social studies basically.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
If you want to try out any other subject, we can go to Spanish.
For example, if civics, for example,
It will not give
social
you
studies.
specifically
Okay,
civics or
specifically.
something. It will give you, yeah.
Yeah, because under the social studies, these all are coming. So that's
Yeah, so
why
it's added now on. So when I clicked on Spanish, it's added Spanish also. It's added the
Okay.
language, clothing, everything. You will see the differences. It will keep adding.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're more than
If I
welcome.
can sign it later on after the session, because where actually I am now, there is some network problem is going on. So that's why if I can
Sure.
sign it after the session, means the web from
Yes,
the
and
website.
I'm just putting in my Gmail ID. If you
Okay,
want,
okay.
you can be in touch
Yes.
with me. You can find out any
Okay,
doubt.
okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you
You're
so
more
much.
than welcome. Sure. Okay, should we move on? Anyone has any further doubts and questions?
Just a quick question. So
Sure.
the project options gives a lot of ideas for student work.
Yeah.
That is the product, right? That is the assessed task that they create.
Yes,
at the
yes.
end.
So as I was showing you, that other thing that I did was that chip code movement thing. That is something that I engaged with them into further expanded learning, because I believe that the project was not giving them that scope that I wanted them to look at. So the children, I had given them this, that, okay, you have to look at, once you finished with the project and you've published it, this is the next level that I want you to go to, where you're looking at things that are happening in your own country. Because this was obviously not dealing with things, while it's very important to have them, give them a global perspective, I also most certainly believe that, till they identify with what's happening at the local level, their bearings and roots, remain foggy. So it's very important that they understand what's happening in their vicinity around their levels. So as I was saying, a lot of children, and I told them that you have to take up one case study, which is from India, wherein maybe your parents or you can gather those kind of material, the primary sources and things like that, wherein you can look at stuff which is happening in your country, and not just identify with something that happened in 1970s or something that happened in a different country far away, where the relatability factor doesn't come through. So a lot of children, I'll just take you through another student's work, you'll understand how they've been able to contemporize the whole issue also. Taking it to a wrong place. So this is how my students' thing looks, which you were talking about. And I have set the reading level for every student. See, intermediate, advanced. Yeah, and if you see, there is this bio that they all have set.
So do the students, are they able to see what level I've assigned them?
Yes. And there is a lot of times that, a student would say, ma'am, I would want to go to a higher level. So I'll say, yes, bacha, I'm sure you do. But, go ahead and tell me how you're going to be doing it. If your work finishes in this much time, if you've been able to get yourself 7, pen pals, I'll put you up onto the next level. And it has happened also. If the children have been able to graduate, you can change the reading level. It's just up to you how you manage that.
Very nice. I also like they have these skills built in, social emotional skills, collaboration with the strands. That's amazing.
Absolutely. So all your ATLs are very well looked at. So if you look at this student, his pen pal list is also there for me to see. So there are so many that he has built. And there are from India, there are from US. There is a whole variety of people that he's been able to get in touch with. Plus, these are the badges that are handed out. Here. So these badges are not given by only me, but the peers that he's been interacting with. So the peer evaluation bit that we speak of in a very non-threatening kind of an environment. And the student knows that, I have been creative and so many people have reviewed my work and 25 reviews, 50 reviews. The student cannot do that for himself. It is done by others who have seen his work. That is a prefix in the app itself, in the tool itself. Super spelling. So you know that, what has happened, where the child is and things like that. I mean, it's very comprehensive. Then I wanted to show you this bit. This child has engaged with 2 topics. One, walk to freedom, and he had finished. And he says, ma'am, I'm done with my project. I'll just show you his project also so you can get to know the Indian angle that he incorporated. And he said, I am interested. Can I look at explore some other projects? I said, see, if you have time and if you think that you can incorporate, but that will not be assessed. He's like, yeah, sure. I'm just enjoying and I just like to do. So I'll take you through both his projects. You'll see the fantastic poetry he has written himself to share with others. Just let me take you to his projects. Just a minute. So navigations, they keep changing because they're updating their websites, and which is where this is happening, where I cannot place where my work is. I'll just show you that. I have to show you that, so I'll show it to you, but let me just, I won't waste your time in the meantime. Yeah. I think it's taking me back to the wrong site. Maybe it's, shouldn't be. I'm so sorry about this. Okay, yeah, got it. So I would have to go back to my preview lessons only to see the students' work, the grading the students' work. That's where I'll be able to see his work. Okay, it wasn't, here you go. So this is Amey, and I'll take you to his complete work. What just happened? Please feel free to explore for yourselves in the meantime, because the more you explore, the more you learn. And the more
Yes.
Yes.
I have a question. Priyanka here.
Yes, Priyanka.
So I have two questions.
Sure.
One is, so I take technology subject, and I was browsing through the topics that are already listed. So basically, these are themes with. I'm just sharing my understanding of the platform. Correct me if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
So they have these themes, the broader themes, and they have a ready-made template or modules with guided questions and basically to guide the students' progression through that concept,
Yeah.
the theme, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
being a technology teacher, so I went through the topics which can align with my curriculum basically, and I found only one module which is on robotics. So does this platform give me a flexibility to create my own topic under
Yes, it
technology?
does. Yes. So you can create your own project and your students can create their own projects also. I'll just show you that. It's actually, taking me time to explore it. But yeah,
Right.
so this is the Mandal Commission thing that this child worked on, and you can see the detailed work and planning that he sort of took through. And so now you've seen two different comparatives, and this is when you see the thing project here. See, all of this, the other things are there on the platform itself. This project is something which gives me the liberty and the freedom to start the new project, and the student also the same thing.
Okay.
So I'll just show you, not everybody has done this. If they are interested, then only do they go on to looking at creating a new project. So these were advanced learners who have created their own projects. Not everybody goes on. See, and what has happened is when they create their own projects, the other people who are listening to them, who are interacting with them, they also get encouraged into a new topic altogether. And that topic gets published. If it is approved, it gets published onto the platform and the blog, and then it's accepted as a topic for the Pen Pals School project platform.
Right. So the preliminary approach would be to go through the themes which are there already. And once
I see, that's a very good question, Priyanka. I think we can create a project also. Just let me look at it, because I do remember that I have done that. There is a project that I've created myself here. This thing, Homes Around the World, was taken from a different platform. It's not from here. It's not a project which was already based in here. This is something that we created.
All right. Okay. Fine, I'll explore it.
Yeah, this will be worth exploring. But this is something that we have created. It was not there with the Pen Pal schools. My children have created that project.
Right. And Prajita, I have one more question. If you could show me one example of the actual, collaboration part where they are talking to their pen pals.
Yeah,
what is the nature of collaboration?
I'll just show you. So it's based on those questions only that are there.
So basically, you can look at the responses of your pen pal. Like
Yes.
over and above that, is there any way, at least on this platform, where they are having a general conversation about their culture?
So if they are, I'll just take you through. So what we did was, when we did the unit on culture for grade 8, I divided children into several subtopics. So there was clothing, there was holidays, there was music. There were several of such topics which the children took up. Now, once they took up those variety of topics, they themselves were sharing their information also, and what their counterparts in different parts of the world had shared with their classmates, religion. So what we did was, there was a group that was working on, wedding dresses. There was a group that worked on holidays and festivals. So they all created these booklets, and they shared those booklets with the people who were in the other parts of the world. Now, we did not get it doesn't get very personal because it doesn't share emails. But through this platform itself, you can have the question answers. I'll just show you that, just a minute.
Got it, got it. I'm getting that. That was actually precisely my question, So
Yeah.
basically, through the guided questions, which are already embedded in the modules, is where they, share their responses and they are able to compare what other people, the views of basically other people on the same guided questions.
Exactly. So, but there are also times that I'll just see if you can see here 23,180 people have joined. And so depends on which student picks up your answer, reflects back on your answer. I understand what you're saying.
Actually, my major concern was that, if their personal details are being shared on the platform,
No, not
it's
at all.
a safe environment where they are communicating and they don't actually get to know, maybe their personal email IDs or so.
No, that doesn't happen at all.
Right, good. Yeah.
So that is they are very clear on those things. And if you see this little chat bot here, it's this person is she is always there to answer. I mean, it's obviously a bot or preset or whatever, but I've seen that very, very responsive. And there have been times that, there was, I mean, over the past 6 years, of course, there have been issues also. But I have had one student being, continuously, one person kept answering back to her and she was getting a little uncomfortable, although he wasn't saying anything out of context or out of ordinary, but he just wanted to keep knowing more. And she had exhausted her information and interest towards this particular person.
Right.
And so she showed me the answers continuously. But I was like, Samika, it's okay, beta. He's just asking. She said, ma'am, I don't want to interact any further. So we put our message here that, we are done with this bit. Can you change the pen pal? And that got changed.
Wow. Acha, one more question I have.
Yeah.
Is it that one student, it's up to the student whom they want to connect with? They are just...
no, it's this thing. Presets.
Okay. So they could be assigned more than one pen pal?
Yes, of course. My children, I told them that I want you to get more and more. So they, continue to write down in those spaces and they continue to answer certain other people. So they have to converse with people. Now, as you were saying, 21,000 responses to that one video.
Right.
And as a student, that student can see those 21,000 or 20,000 or 10,000, depending again on the algorithm, how many are picked up or what happens. So the number that they respond to, sometimes those people respond back to them and they have that interaction. Sometimes you respond to 10 and you get 5, 6. So it's a little time which takes in the engagement process. However, I put down that line that, 7 you must have.
Right. Got it.
Get a deeper understanding of, what is happening. If you're talking about culture, it doesn't make sense that a child from UP is interacting with, somebody in UP only. So you need to widen your spectrum in that sense.
Absolutely. Got it, Aprajita. Thank you.
So that it is not only on humanities, it has all subjects, because my pre-fed is humanities, which is why I was encouraging people to look at different subjects so that you can explore. It has subject specific, grade level specific. That's
Hi, Aprajita. This is Anita.
Hi, Anita.
So I'm a special educator. So I deal with students like middle school students from grade 6 to 10, and I teach them social sciences and mathematics also. So how this app is beneficial for these students, because these students are not very expressive. They actually lack the writing skills and confidence level, and they.
So if you were to put them at the beginner level, that would not help.
That's why I just wanted to know, like, where should I start from? What should be done, and how much they should be, involved, like, I don't know, like how it's going to be for them if I start and,
Yeah, so just give me a second. What I'm trying to think is that if we start children at a beginner level, if we were to look at children starting at a beginner level, I think that will make sense for them, because the videos, if you see, Just give me a minute. I'll just take you through it.
Even I also have signed in and I've reached there and
So for my children who are more visual learners, who are not into reading as much, I don't give them very heavy projects. I'll tell them, okay, you do the bare minimum. So there is this requirement, and it is very up to me how I do it, you know, because I'm not going to pressurize that child. Okay, it's on the same project. Wait, let me just change the project. Again, if I'm designing the project for the child, then also it makes sense. But then you probably will be adding up too much on your plate, right? If you do it for all students. So if you are enlisting them into these things, and let's talk about social science, you said, right?
yeah.
Mm,
And even mathematics I take, I think, more.
I don't think this has on mathematics because it is.
Maths also there. I could see
There was
mathematics.
geometry. There was something.
There was geometry. So yeah, I have not seen too much. That is something that you all will be able to explore in different subjects. But if you see that there is on Spanish, there is on robotics, there is something on world news and fake news. How do you, let the students identify that? So if you can start with basic projects with them, digital citizenship, then this is bio, as we can see. Solar system. There's so much that one can explore. But see,
like you can start multiplication, division.
yeah, so I think it's all about us. Then this is for a higher level, also probably the economics bit, world of geometry, as you were saying, ma'am. World of flags. Then there is this AI, power of art. I mean, there's a lot. French. That was for Spanish. This is for French. Cartography. How to write an essay. There is a lot, I think. I think it needs an exploration, Miss Anita. And if I can specifically help you once you've explored it, I'll be able to tell you what exactly are we looking at. But the starting point would be for you yourself to probably enroll, see what is needed for your students, and start them at the beginner level. Now, at the beginner level, there is also, I was reading somewhere that they've started off with the immersive reader, wherein the student doesn't have to read everything. Ek to bahut kam material hai. Agar aap, if you see it at the beginner level, I'll just take you at one of the projects for the beginner level, just a minute. So there is very little reading material. There is more in terms of visuals and the video. Oh, you'll have to, okay, yeah. So the students are enrolled at this stage. And if I go at the beginner level, what is this? I don't know what it is. So it's very small at the beginner level, very, very small, very basic, the project. Very basic. So I'm sure the students will be able to look at this and identify with what you're saying here. Now, if that bit is done, take them through slavery and abolition. This is something that all of them must know. We're starting with a video. Then if, again, I'm at the beginner level, and you can see the difference with beginner and intermediate. The whole writing script changes. And the content also will change. See?
Yeah, actually, it looks very interesting, I think, according to, different levels. And but like now, if I have to connect like students here, then what is how to go about it?
So after you have enrolled, you pick up on any one project that you want to use. Okay, and then you enroll yourself in it first. So let's see, we are looking at poetry contest. I mean, I think these kind of things also your kids, especially Ms. Daya, can be involved in, because there are children who are very good, if they're not into reading and things, but they are very good with their expression.
Yes, expression and very
creative. So if we enroll them into, a global project like this, that gives them the confidence also, their social emotional well-being gets looked after and things like that. So this is where you go, add, and this is what you do. You share this link यहाँ से and give them the joining code. Plus, if you have any doubts, this is the PDF that can be shared with them, or you can, like in your own class, ensure that they're doing it. Join as a student, yahan jaake, this is all there. And after they've joined the class, they will see this. So this is the first step that they do. And it's just a single level project. That's it. Kuch bhi nahi hai usme. Just the engagement for the student, that you share a poem that you have written and explain why you like this poem or like to write a poem or why have you written this poem. That's up to you where you take them then after that. And so if you see, there is always an essential question. Ab hum isko beginner pe jaएं. Aap ye questions, you see this question, what can poetry help us learn about people around the world? And what can poetry teach us about the world? So they've changed the whole context for a beginner. And again, the font also has changed. The reading material has changed. But the question remains the same here. So you are, catering to a student's different needs, but you're not taking them away from the must-have, because as teachers, we know that there is a certain bottom line that all students must do in our learning objectives when we are setting it. So all students must do, most students will do, few will be able to take it further, right? So this must do gets covered with the beginner level.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Ms. Aprajita. Actually, it looked very, very interesting. I think
it is, yeah, trust me, it's really nice. I'll just share with you, one of my students, we were doing governance and we were trying to understand how governments work. So that time I had not enrolled them into the thing. What I did was we did the complete unit from the book, from different stories from countries, examples here, there, past, present, sab kar diya. Ab uske baad, the whole idea was my children, were feeling at a loss that abhi bhi samajh mein nahi aaya ki democracy mein we as students what our role can be. आप मुझे बोल रहे हैं कि democracy में humans, people, voices, blah blah blah. This is all gibberish for them. They want to know, what do I do if you're telling me that I belong to a country, I go and tell somebody don't spit, they still spit. They will say, tumko kya, tum bacche ho, tumko nahi pata. So how do I empower that student's mind? And in our kind of schools where we are progressive, we are, empowering children, we are providing them that agency, it became very important for me to address that angst, that whole query that they had. So that's how I got into Pen Pals, actually. I started exploring and I started wondering what's happening around the world. How are children, addressing these issues? This was about 6 years back. And this grade 8 group, that time the Rohingya crisis had just started. It was just at its, budding stage. Or tab hum Syrian refugees or immigrations or, should countries be providing immigrations or aise baatein karte the. Or who is going to decide that? Is the governance going to decide that? Or should the country people should be able to decide that? And so on and so forth. This girl created, through the Pen Pals project, it got her into the government project here. She created a new project. Sab samajh ke, understand karke, process it, and she put down the question after a lot of research. Of course, turned out to be an advanced learner, but put down her whole research on Rohingyas. Her father was a writer who was going to Bangladesh and writing and things like that. So she took his primary source of Bahut Sara Dala. Uske baad she ran a campaign for the Rohingyas. She collected about 18,000 rupees through this project. And it was the smoothest thing for me because it just came from the unit. And she sent those, 18,000 rupees to an agency which was running to khud understand kya kaise karna hai. But the trigger was provided by the unit that I took from the Pen Pals project. So you never know where you're pushing the child, how much. And because her engagement with the other children was so deep, she was talking to the children, she was answering their questions, her own drive started building very well.
yeah, true. True.
So I think
Actually,
exposures अगर हम उन बच्चों को देते रहते हैं, we give these platforms to them.
yeah,
I'm sure we build that agency somewhere, which is the ultimate goal for a teacher.
ultimate.
Yeah.
Surely
So-
I'm going to explore this, use
And
this.
please share your
yes.
success on the
Surely.
platform of Pen Pals. What they
Yeah.
do is they recognize you and your students. That itself is a kick. That's very good for
I've saved your this Gmail ID. Like in case I have, then I'll be writing to you.
anytime.
But
Please
surely I
do.
want to explore this. I find it very, very interesting. I think everything is embedded here, like all topics
Absolutely.
and everything. Questions are there, and then you can collaborate with anyone, anywhere. So that's a
Absolutely.
wonderful platform, I think.
So this is how it will look. Teachers are connected. Now, I am just going to take you through one little thing where, I started off with Devriti when I did. And so, yeah, certain schools have gone into creating these Skype lessons and all when the Skype with classrooms were on. We didn't go to that level. I mean, that's something that people have gone to, but honestly, I've never been able to take it to that level. So for me, it has been only within my country and within my schools that the children have been able to outshine. If you all are on Twitter and things like that, this is where they are. If you want ever that you need to ask for any help, I'm there, or support from them. They keep having their webinars and things. One thing that I wanted to share was, I'll just show you. Just give me a minute. There's so many tabs open. So when I think, Priyanka, you were asking, you are protecting from all kinds of, malware, all kinds of children need that protection and things like that. Here is where, it's very, very secure for a student then therefore.
Right.
I'll just put this down in the chat. And of course, they give you all the resources. And to be a Pen Pals educator is something that, one must look at. It must be encouraged with your team members and yourself. It's something that it opens up a whole new horizon of, the project-based learning approach that we keep talking about. So this whole document is there for us.
Yeah, Prajita, we couldn't hear you in between. Your voice was lagging.
I'm so sorry.
I
Am I
don't
back?
know it was for me or for everybody, but I couldn't.
Am I back on?
Yeah, now.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is, see, if you're looking at lifelong learners for an IB school, if we are in, I mean, it's all there. It's all there. So there is nothing that I'll just click on each one of these to show you that it empowers you in so many ways. And these are all, forums where you can connect with teachers of different areas to seek help or get your own content to look at various things. This was one of the things. Another thing that I want everybody to look at is how you as a teacher can empower yourself to become a global teacher, a Pen Pal school global teacher. It didn't take too much for me to do that. There are websites wherein you sign up and you're learning on the job. So they are very, very supportive of us, our efforts. They like teachers to engage with them. So on this website, you will find platforms websites wherein you can log in and forums where you can connect with other teachers and also apply for yourself to become a Pen Pals teacher, Pen Pal educator, and a global ambassador. There is, honestly, you don't get anything out of it other than the kick that, wow, you're doing something good in life. That's all. So there are no other things and other frills and fancies. Again, these are different kinds of sources that you will be getting. once you are onto the PenPal Global platform. So, when we are looking at providing our students with the global citizenship approach or the international minded approach, this is absolutely essential for that. And this is a blog wherein people are sharing their work. So again, your students, this is where the contest that I was talking about, their results are declared and your students' work also can get showcased. I wanted to show where my students' work is showcased, but anyway, never mind. So one wants to show off every time, right? So I'm just taking you through all the documents that I had opened and how that will look for you. So you get to know what is happening generally to get a feel. I am done with my session practically. If anybody wants any questions, anything to be sorted out, please let me know. You will get a starter kit, which will have all the PPTs and everything else, all the helpful resources as it's saying. And a certification to tell you that you are a global certified educator, which can go into your signature. Then, and you appear at a platform like this, which is a kick in life. So this is what you do get at the end of it, which is like really nice for you to be able to see yourself at global spaces. And there are many, 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 many Indians who are there. So please be encouraged and please go for it. And we are all ready to learn. Again, this is very interesting. Please see this. You get a rubric, comprehension rubric. So again, I don't think there is anything left for us to do because everything is there. Everything, even a rubric is there for us. Yeah. So whether a student is supporting claims, whether a student is able to summarize, I think, Ms. Anita, if you were to look at this for your students, you know that my student is good at vocabulary or my student is here. So wo bhi differentiation bahut achhe se even in the time of assessment bhi aa jata hai when you're evaluating your students' outcome.
Yes.
So this is the rubric, and this is, of course, they give you all of that. I think one of the good things that these international platforms do is they work everything out for you very well. So yeah, and I'm done. And the rest I've taken you through. So that is it. Any questions? Anything that I can help you with? I'm good to go.
Wonderful session, lot of learning. Really enjoyed it. I'm like happy to be part of this group. I was actually deciding which one I should, join. But in our school, so much focus on project-based learning and all. And so I could just feel like these things can be used in middle school. Let me just join this.
It fits into the middle school very well. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So thank you all for being here. And it's been a lovely interaction. Anything that you need anytime, you have my email ID. Please reach out. I'll be happy to help. Thank you. You've been fantastic audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.